brains. Reapers, what's this good? It's your boy Laser. He's the Visor back with another scary reaction video. He's on this scary content. So I continue to deliver that for you guys. Reacting to top 15 mysterious things found in storage units. Guys, there's so many crazy ass scary fucking units out there. We're not straight into usual scary content. We're scary videos feature. It's the like button. You subscribe, click the notification bell for every night. Twitch, go stream. Fucking amazing. Let's dive straight in this video.
Number 15, the mannequin. One mysterious and disturbing find in a storage unit makes one wonder what people get up to in these lockers. Late one afternoon, the auction turned to the last remaining unit. The facility had a pretty good run that day, with lots of cash changing hands and some good hauls in other units. But bidders were anticipating this one. It was a big unit, 10 feet by 30 feet. Lots of space for goods and treasures. Lots of space for discovery. But once the doors were flung open, there was nothing but silence standing there.
Look at all this period blood, bro. Yo, look at this, bro. This is some like Egyptian writing shit. Hell nah. Then you got like eyes on this side. Dude, there's like a whole ass phobia like for eyes. It's like fear of being watched. I forgot what it's called. I made like, dude, I literally made a TikTok like on every phobia. Like my TikTok videos, bro. I made one for every single goddamn phobia. It's insane.
There, in the middle of the large, garage-sized unit, was a female mannequin. That's not all. It seemed to be splattered in bright red blood. It wouldn't be a surprise if the mannequin was bleeding, because its torso was absolutely riddled with stab wounds, and the weapon of choice seemed to be a butcher knife, which was lying nearby on the floor. The blade also red.
No, my bad.
This was the only thing in the unit.
I think you mistaked, I think it was a pocket knife, and it was used by a guy wearing a purple and black striped shirt.
Nothing else. Not even an empty cardboard box. So what did it all mean? What had happened here? Some sort of strange voodoo ritual? An actual murder?
Voodoo magic?
Or was some other crime committed? The red blood was actually paint, so perhaps it was simply an art.
Why does this blood look like the type of, it looks like the type of blood you see on fucking, like, those, what's that? It's like that type of blood that comes with those, like, Halloween kits or whatever, you know, those, like, Halloween makeup, like, the fake blood and shit. It looks like that kind of blood. Like, it looks like that, like, what I'm looking at right now. Probably my face is red. I'm red, blah, 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 blah.
Installation. Still, that's some mysteriously mad art. Number 14, a human body. Another Storage Wars mystery, a murder mystery, in a rare A&E episode called Unlocked by Low. The stars are gathered around a poker table in Las Vegas's Sahara Casino, sharing stories of their strangest storage unit discoveries. Daryl Sheets claims to have found a human body in one unit in 1985. I actually found a body years ago in like 1988 down in San Diego, California. Sheets says in the episode, "You know, I don't really want to talk about it a whole lot, but it wasn't a pleasant situation. But in this business, it does happen. I found ashes, coffins." Sheets says,
ashes. We all squish our tits. I mean, our nuts.
Talked about the incident, however. He told the magazine Reality Weekly a little about the discovery. He said he'd found the human body wrapped in plastic. He later was told by the San Diego police that the body was that of a murder victim. A man had murdered his wife in the unit. Chills, much? It was a very horrific story, and it wasn't a cult group and all that kind of stuff. The San Diego police confiscated everything in the locker. For those keen on finding something neat-o inside a storage unit, you might want to take a sniff around the area. If it smells like human...
I had too much, I sniffed too much fucking snow. Oh, what the fuck?
Waste or decomposing flesh. Buyer beware. Number 13. Headless Barbie. I'm sure you've heard of Malibu Barbie. What about Skipper and Ken? There is the normal range of Barbies you'd find in your local toy shop, but the storage unit range is a little bit more, should I say, damaged. Take a peek inside a stalker's unit, for example. One of Madonna's insane stalkers, and we mean that literally, Robert Dewey Hodgkins, escaped from a mental hospital where he was confined.
Dude, I escaped from I escaped from a mental hospital. I'm crazy.
February 2012 for threatening to kill the pop star. Don't worry, he was recaptured.
Dude, I forgot pop stars even existed, bro. I forgot pop stars even existed. And you know what's crazy, bro? The only pop stars I could think of, they're not even pop stars. Well, they're K-pop. Is K-pop's not even the same thing? Is it? I don't fucking know. Fucking BTS, whatever. Apparently, I remember seeing something about those fuckers, because I guess it's like a rule in South Korea or some shit. Because they're South Koreans, I believe. But I think they gotta, like, serve, like, military time. I think they're serving time in, like, the military right now. Dead serious. Like, even celebrities gotta do it. It's crazy.
But one of the creepiest things
I'm gonna be completely for real, like, on some real shit. I actually think that's really, like, I think South Korea is actually really, like, real for that shit, you know? I think the idea that everyone, like, still has to get treated the same, you know? It's like, sure, you might be in a higher class or, like, higher stats, but, like, you still gotta, like, do, I don't fucking know. I don't know. Somehow someone's gonna get offended by what I just said, but, I mean, I'm just being completely for real. Like, I don't know. I just think that's pretty cool in a way. Not cool, fair. I don't fucking know.
What 𝐿𝐿𝐻𝐾 is that he had a storage unit in Long Beach full of mysterious and rather threatening paraphernalia. One of those bits of paraphernalia, a headless Barbie. If that wasn't enough, loads of Madonna memorabilia added to the creepiness of the unit. A Barbie backpack, another baby doll sumo.
I'm a Barbie what the fuck is that? I'm a Barbie doll in a Barbie world. My life is plastic. Why am I looking at this big fat bitch?
Wrestler, a sadistic clown mask, and just way too many knives. Although the crazy stalker is locked up again, the purchaser of the unit has had to suffer the consequences of this purchase. Imagine the haunting PTSD you'd undergo having opened a storage unit full of mysterious stalker fetishes.
Dude, my fucking alarm on my phone. What the fuck?
Los Angeles CBS News spoke with the unit's new owner, and he said finding all the Madonna memorabilia was strange, but made sense once he uncovered who its previous owner was. As no active investigations were ongoing, LAPD detectives took photos, but didn't confiscate the items. Fantastic. I bet the new owner is thrilled he didn't have his new Barbie taken away.
Dude, this is my favorite Barbie. Y'all ever just take your Barbie doll, bro? Why does the hair look like a mad scientist, though? It looks like... This is like the type of hair you would see on, like, a mad scientist, you know? Albert Einstein hair. Albert Einstein, told us the 3 laws of gravity, right? Right?
Number 12. Grandma's remains. I'm sure that most nanas would prefer that their remains be cherished. A lovely, often visited tombstone in a cemetery, a porcelain urn on the family mantle, not stowed away in some storage unit, alongside odds and ends and long forgotten junk. But that's just where one Florida family stored the remains of their late grandma when she was discovered by the unit.
Dude, y'all ever just be going down, like, your local river or creek, bro? Dude, you know what's crazy? Like, my old neighborhood, there was, like, a forest behind our houses, and there was, like, a whole-ass, like, river, man. I remember those days. But, have y'all ever just went down your creek, man, and then you see a fucking coffin casually just float down?
Its new owners. To be honest, cremated remains are not that uncommon, but a full casket stored away in a storage unit, that's not only mysterious, that's downright nightmarish. When the family failed to pay rent on the unit, they were notified that it would soon be sold. The family responded that if they auctioned off the unit, they'd be auctioning off the body of their relative. The eerie blue casket had been sitting in the unit for 17 years. That's nearly 2 decades of grandma's ghost ruminating in her family's abandon. I think it's time for a haunting. Number 11, a live hand grenade. Many folks who go auctioning for storage units are searching for an explosive unit. A real
dude,
bomb.
like, this is like the thing about, like, these hand grenades, bro. I remember there was, like, some... I remember watching one, like, I remember reacting to one video about, like, some fucker on, like, 4chan, and he was like, do I pull it? And then, like, the response was, like, pull it. I don't remember. It was something about, like, I don't fucking remember. I just remember something about, like, this dude that suspected he found something that could have been a grenade. It looked like a grenade, and then, like, he was never heard from again. I remember, you guys know exactly what I'm talking about. It was in one of my other videos. But yeah.
Full of treasures that may change their life forever. Some units, however, get quite literally explosive. Take this unit purchased by a man from Muskegon, for example. The man dug into the unit, where he found a handgun case amongst the winnings. Inside, not a handgun, but a live hand grenade. Being an intelligent man, he quickly delivered the bomb to Eggleston Township Fire Department, where he approached Deputy Chief Dan Willa. He walked up to the desk and said, I have something I think you're going to want to see. Willa recalls. He absolutely did the right thing by bringing it in. Willa did remark that, ideally, one should call in police rather than transporting a bomb themselves. The live hand grenade had the pin intact.
Wait, this is a police outfit? What?
Which was then removed in a transport-safe container by the Michigan State Police Bomb Squad. They took it to Grand Rapids to be x-rayed and then destroyed. Willa called storage unit auctions a real crapshoot. He was sure on point with this one. Number 10. Passed away animals, living humans. The vice president of St. Petersburg's Storage Protection Service, Tammy Lockwood, is very familiar with the strange and mysterious finds you might uncover in a storage unit. The ones that she thinks are the most strange and mysterious are those that used to be living and those that still are. In her experience,
dude, is that a fish box? What is that?
she's come across a number of empty aquariums and some that weren't. One fish tank held long petrified fish, another some empty husks of 2 iguanas. Still more have held passed away snakes.
That's a cute snake. That's a very cute snake. That's a very cute snake.
And she's even come across a passed away cat.
Meow.
Yikes. But the living things get even creepier. For instance, 3 tarantulas were found in one unit, 2 of them eating each other, while the other had already been cannibalized. And in another unit, a dormant python. What kind of people store their pets in storage units? Well, maybe those
Dude, you wanna know what's crazy, bro? I mean, it's not even crazy. I think owning a pet snake would be pretty cool. You know, obviously not like a fucking cobra or whatever, a snake that would choke me out, but like one of the friendlier ones, you know? The friendly ones. I definitely wouldn't mind having a snake as a pet, bro. I think it's, I'm gonna be completely for real, bro. Like, I think snakes are actually pretty cool. It's the small slimy ones that scare me, bro. Like, those are the nasty ones. Get away, like, I hate those. Those are the ones that scare me, but it's like, big ones like these, I wouldn't mind owning one like that, you know? I don't know. People think, like, I'm gonna be completely for real, bro. Like, I think a big snake like this, I don't know. I think that's a cool-ass pet, you know?
squatters who are actually living in
but like a friendly version of, like, I don't know this one they're talking about. I'm done.
Units. People aren't supposed to be living in there, Lockwood said, but from time to time people do try to make these storage units their homes. Number 9. Human organs. One of the darkest and most mysterious unit collections was found in 2012 when a disgraced medical examiner's unit was auctioned off to the highest bidder. Inside, the unfortunate new owner discovered more than 100 human organs, preserved in plastic food containers and cups, hearts, brains, lungs, all inside Tupperware, styrofoam cups, and even garbage bags filled with formaldehyde. In 1996, the medical examiner in question, Dr. Michael Birkeland, had been fired from the Jackson County, Missouri Medical Examiner's Office for filing incomplete autopsy reports. He claimed his reports were disputed due to proofreading errors. However, the organs found in his storage unit would suggest—
oh, my one of my album covers, they stole it from me. Choking on bleach, suck my dick, you bitch. I'm fucking rich. Does that give you an inch? I'ma make you flop like a goddamn fish.
Just otherwise, they may have been gathered from local funeral homes under the guise of—
you know what's crazy, bro? Like, so far, I've been so delusional in, like, what I've been doing. But here's the thing, like, people always are like, when you're chasing your dream or, like, your vision or whatever, it's delusional until it works. Honestly, I feel like it's only delusional if you give up. Like, I feel like if you're in the it's not delusional. Like, everything in your imagination, bro. If you believe in something, you can achieve it. So it's not delusional in any way. If you can conceive something, you can achieve it. We're creators, but you guys have been programmed into limitation, bro. Like, if I end up blowing up, I'm gonna be little proof, like I said, and I'm gonna be considered a genius. Right now, I'm considered crazy and weird and bizarre, and everyone thinks that I lost my mind. Sometimes I think I lost my mind, and I'm gonna be for real, like, if I blow up, I'm just going to be proof to everyone that, like, we are creators. I want to prove to everyone that, like, because that's the problem, man. The Matrix or society has programmed all of us into limitation. We can do anything if you can imagine something, you can achieve it, bro. If you can conceive something, you can achieve it. And then when you conceive something, you got to stay faithful to it. That's your only job. And you got to assume it's already happened. You're the person you desire to be. That's what I truly believe. I don't know.
Private autopsies. And why in the world does he have such a disgusting hobby? Well, when you dig into his story, it gets even stranger and more mysterious.
BRAINZZZ!
The Circuit Court of Jackson County declared that Birkeland poses a substantial problem.
Dude, y'all ever just, you go to your local neighbor, bro? And then you go to behind his head, and then you say, I'm brains. brains. I'm a Tommy with brains.
Probability of serious danger to the health, safety, and welfare of his patients, clients, and/or the residents of Missouri, and in 1999, they revoked his license to practice medicine. They jeopardized more than 9 criminal cases in the state of Missouri on the basis of false testimony. It had also been found that Birkeland had removed sections of brains, which he claimed to have been used for teaching purposes, but did this stop Birkeland from pursuing human organs? No. Where would you go if you weren't allowed to practice medicine in your home state? Florida,
go to your mom's house.
And that's
Florida,
just what he did. He worked there from 1997 to 2003, where he was again let go for incomplete autopsy reports. In fact, his involvement in the high-profile investigation of the passing of Lori Clostes could have influenced the case. The 28-year-old was the aide of former Florida Congressman Joe Scarborough. Wide speculation about foul play led to the release by Scarborough of the full 18-page autopsy report. But the report for Clostes was done by none other than our dear friend, Dr. Birkeland. Clostes was found unconscious on the floor of Scarborough's office in Fort Walton by 2 prospective green card applicants. Taking a look back at the 2001 case, you'd find there are discrepancies in what was put forth by Scarborough to the media and Clostes' actual health status and family history. Birkeland's autopsy claimed that the cause was an undiagnosed heart valve disease, cardiac arrhythmia. This, he said, made her lose consciousness and smack her head on the floor. Clostes ran 5 miles a day. She was healthy and fit. However, shortly after discovering her body, Scarborough's office put out a report that Clostes had a history of health issues, specifically surrounding stroke and epilepsy.
Dude, I'm gonna be for real, like, suffering a stroke's gotta be one of my worst fears. Dude, I'm grateful to be healthy, man. I care about my health so much now, bro. It's insane. Like, I'm young as shit still, like I'm 21, but it's like I care about my health, man, because like you only get one life and one body. Like I'm trying not to catch any fucking disease. And you know what's crazy, bro? Because like I'm a very happy and positive person, but like I show gratitude all the time. Apparently gratitude's like really good for your immune system. Like it makes you actually like healthy. Like gratitude makes you healthy, and like I show gratitude like a lot nowadays, so it's like, damn, I must be really healthy, you know? I don't know, I'm just a really healthy person. Like, I drink titty water every night.
The girl's family contradicted this claim. Dr.
Dude,
Birkeland's
I'm literally like a walking fucking... If you had to like compare me to something in like compare me to something in like a nutshell, I would probably be a goddamn fucking... What would you compare me as? Fucking... Doy!
Autopsy report claimed no foul play. Could his report have been falsified? With a storage unit full of human organs, I wouldn't put it past him. Number 8. Celebrity Storage Units Part 1. While many would like to peek into the lives of celebrities by being taken on a grand tour of their cribs, few stalkers have thought to themselves, but what about their storage units? Considering the amount of freebies given to Hollywood celebrities, along with how much crap they must stockpile themselves after their pockets are lined, it probably comes as no surprise that some celebrities have storage units to house all the extra odds and ends, and one of those celebrities is none other than Burt Reynolds. Turns out Reynolds, who brought us Boogie...
Oh, dude, Smokey and the Bandit. This guy died, rest in peace. Dude, we're gonna pretend fucking, there was a third one, I think, but we're gonna pretend that one didn't exist. I don't even think this guy was in it, dude. If you watch Smokey and the Bandit, you know that was a good fucking movie. Second one was alright, but the first one was really good. Smokey and the Bandit, bro. If you watch this, bro, you have a good taste in movies.
Nights, Deliverance, The Dukes of Hazzard,
and so much
more is somewhat of a pack rat. In fact, that's just how his one-time co-star John Voight described him. And boy, did this pack rat pack some not-so-ratty stuff away. When Reynolds failed to pay for his unit, his items were auctioned off. These items included loads of photos from co-stars and celebrity friends, the bill of sale for Roy Rogers' favorite horse...
Wait, that was Smokey and the Bandit, right? It looked like Smokey and the Bandit.
Trigger, a framed 1955 letter from Dr. Lynn Fort for emergency surgery on Reynolds' spleen, Fred Biletnikoff, Oakland Raiders former wide receiver's last and final can of stickum adhesive, a large horse carriage created by Dolly Parton.
Raiders moment. Of course it's Raiders. Of course I heard Raiders.
A Smokey and the Bandit toy car, a hockey stick chair from his Mystery Alaska film, and perhaps the biggest win, the canoe from Deliverance. Reynolds' unit held so much memorabilia that many winning bidders from the auction formed the Burt Reynolds and Friends Museum in Jupiter, Florida, which has since turned into a shopping mall. Number 7. Pirate's Booty. Most of these entries are more odd than valuable and more gruesome than awesome, but one lucky bidder actually did strike gold, literally. Many know Laura and Dan Dotson as the showrunners of American reality hit Storage Wars, which is a televised version.
I've heard so much. Oh my god. Wait, is this the same fucking show where that guy says, "Watch your profanity"? Is that the same show? I don't fucking know. Either way, I never had any desire in watching this. I can't even watch shows in general, bro. Like my ADHD, like the only reaction videos, like YouTube videos, are interesting for me to watch. Like that's the only thing I like watch now. Like literally, I can't sit down and just watch TV unless I'm with someone. Like it's gotta be like my love of my life or some shit. I don't fucking know. I gotta be with someone I love to like watch. Like if I'm with some like fine ass shawty watching a movie, that's a different story. I don't fucking know. I don't even know what I'd be saying nowadays. I'd be saying straight dog shit.
Version of the type of auctions we've been talking about in this top 15. They auction off lockers that have been foreclosed to bidders who have no idea what could be in store for them. Laura and Dan recently sold off a rare collection of pre-19th century treasure relics for $1,000. Only to discover that the buyers found a pirate chest full of genuine doubloons worth $500,000. According to an appraisal expert, the pieces of 8 Spanish gold dated somewhere between the 16th and 19th centuries. The box weighed so much that 3 people were required to move it. This unit is one of the biggest sales in the history of the A&E show, which is among the most viewed shows on the channel, with 4.7 million viewers per week on average. Who took the biggest haul from the find? The buyer, who was the beneficiary and had taken the gamble on the locker without knowing what it held. In a tweet, Dan Dotson expressed the shock value of the doubloon discovery. "We had no idea. We only heard from the excited buyer and the storage facility owner. Great find of a lifetime." Number 6. A human leg. The storage unit door swings open.
My leg!
A few dozen people gathered outside it to eyeball the contents. Interested buyers are forbidden to enter, so they have no idea what mysterious things they might find inside. Imagine a unit with suitcases, totes, trash bags, duffels, all sorts of containers, packed to the brim. What could be hidden here? Could there be a gem worth thousands, hundreds of thousands, millions? Or is this unit's starting price of $25 more than charitable? Most storage unit hunters are expecting to find knickknacks, piles of clothes, stray records, and, one hopes, some long-lost treasure from the bygone era. What they're not expecting to find is severed limbs. But in 2007, that's exactly what Shannon Wisnad discovered in a storage unit he won at an auction. The random leg that Shannon happened upon wasn't just laying around bloody.
Dude, it's a newspaper leg. What the fuck?
Like a scene from a horror movie. Rather, it was tucked away in a meat smoker. Was this the storage unit for some secret society of cannibals preparing for a barbecue? No, not.
Dude, cannibalism. Y'all ever just go to your neighbor, bro, and then he cut off his leg and he starts screaming, "Ah!" Then he starts saying, "My leg."
White. The unit belonged to John Wood, who'd been in a plane crash in 2004. Wood's leg was amputated above the knee, and it seems he wasn't yet ready to part with the limb. In fact, he hoped to be buried with it, which is why he was storing it. After his payments fell behind, he lost the unit, and his leg again. You'd think that Wishnat would have had some compassion and reunite Wood with his leg. After all, why would any sane person want to keep the thing? But that's not what happened. Though he now legally owned the amputated leg, he passed it on to police who forwarded it to a funeral home. Then, as reported by the BBC, Wishnad asked for the leg back because he'd made a profit by charging children $1 and adults $3 to look in the smoker. When the funeral home denied his request, he contacted Wood to see if he'd get involved. so that he, 𝐭𝐲𝐻, could be reunited with the profit-making leg. He very generously offered to share the profit. Wood's response: "I just think it's despicable. I don't mind having the 15 minutes of fame, but I'm not looking to really profit off this thing. He's making a freak show out of it." As strange as it sounds, 𝐭𝐲𝐻 and Wood then brought the case of the amputated leg to TV court, where Judge Greg Mathis did the honorable thing and returned the long-lost leg to its rightful owner, you know, the one whose body—
Put the cigarette down, bitch. Dude, imagine smoking cigarettes. Couldn't be me. I've only done one cigarette in my life, and I hated it. I actually wanted to shoot myself in the head after doing it. I thought I was dying, bro. It made my heart— Dude, I thought I was dying. No, literally, like, the only cigarette I took, bro, was, like, the one in my fucking, on one of my songs, Reload. You know, me posing in front of my car, bro. He has a fake Hellcat in front of my SRT8, bro. The Hellcat before the Hellcats. I literally have a fucking cig in my mouth, you know, and then I ended up smoking it after, but I wanted to shoot myself in the head.
Body part it was. Number 5, defaced bills. Imagine opening a unit to find an old trunk full of money. That's everyone's dream, really. But if the dream trunk was full of defaced bills, that's exactly what happened on the show Storage Wars. After just a cursory glance inside, the bidder won the unit with his $400 bid and discovered a whole lot more. $23,600 more to be exact. Stashed away in the unit, there was $24,000 cash in an old trunk. The most mysterious thing about the find was that a hole had been drilled where the faces were supposed to be in every last bill. After making the discovery, the buyer wondered why the bills had been defaced. They also wondered if the money was devalued because of it. Luckily for the buyer, bills are considered legal tender. Despite being drilled in the face, banks must accept bills if the serial numbers are intact and a series of tests are passed. No need for the Benjamin in the Benjamins. Number 4. The Superman comic. It's common knowledge that Nicolas Cage is a spendthrift. He's also known for—
Nicolas Cage. He's the guy that says, "Not the base! Not the base!" Goated actor, by the way.
For being a bit odd. His purchases are not far off the must-haves of his film characters, although he's never attempted to run down the Declaration of Independence. As far as we know, he has purchased a Tarbosaurus skull that was 67 million years old, a pyramid, an island, a purportedly haunted house where a life was taken,
and that's why he went bankrupt. Didn't he go bankrupt? Or am I thinking of someone else?
And a pair of albino king cobras. If you had to guess a Cage purchased item that was discovered in a storage unit, you might take a wild leap off the deep end. But you'd be wrong. Actually, the item discovered was a simple Superman comic book. Well, maybe not so simple, being that the first edition was purchased by Cage for $150,000. The mystery, however, lies in how it came to be in a random storage unit in California. Cage had purchased the 1938 Action Comics Superman in 1997, and 3 years later, in 2000, an unidentified thief nabbed this comic and several others from his home. While the other comic books were found long before, the missing first edition was rediscovered in 2011 in an abandoned storage unit. The discovery was a lifesaver for Cage, who had recently filed for bankruptcy as he was in debt for—
I figured out. I was right. The fucker be spending these celebrities be spending money on the dumbest shit, bro. Like, you best believe if I ever get rich, bro, I'm gonna fucking— and I will get rich. I'm manifesting it. But I'm trying to think. Yeah, but if I ever get rich, like, you best believe I'm gonna invest, obviously. And I'm not gonna spend it on stupid shit. Like, the only expensive shit I can see myself buying, bro, is like a fucking, you know, a nice Corvette, and then like a fucking, you know, a Harley, bro. Harleys aren't too expensive, I don't think, but no, actually, I don't know. It depends. I don't fucking know. But that's like the only— besides that, it's like maybe like a nice— I don't even know if I'm gonna get a house because I'll always be moving, bro. Like, I'll always be on— I don't fucking know.
$13 million, probably due to the innumerable island and pyramid purchases charged.
Bro, I sure, like, sometimes you guys be trying to figure out like what I be saying most of the time. Like, I just be saying a whole lot of gibberish, kind of like fucking XQC, bro.
To his Amex, selling for a whopping $2,161,000 at auction. Superman helped save Cage's ass, but the culprit who nicked it managed to get away, and to this day remains a mystery. Number 3. Another human body. Alongside wedding photos of a happy couple laid the remains of one of the happy pair. The groom. After failing to pay for her upland self-storage unit for several months, Darlene Bork learned that the facility's manager had auctioned off some of her belongings. She tried to contact the buyers. She posted notes on the unit that said she'd give anything to recover her contents. She begged the Store King employees for help getting one of these boxes back, one in particular. Bork's sights were not set on her wedding memorabilia, cake knife, champagne glasses, or wedding photo album. Rather, she was frantically searching for one box, one which held the remains of her husband. All she wanted was that one box. Facility manager Susie Gonzalez said. She said it belonged to her husband and she wanted it.
Dude, that combination right there is an instant red flag. That's a big red flag. Oh, what the stupid bitch. Red flag.
For her kids. For sentimental reasons. It was real important to her. She didn't care about the other boxes, but she seemed really
It's got a mystery mark on it, bro. Is that the Riddler? Was this made by the Riddler, right?
Up about that one box. However, her recovery efforts were all in vain when the box's buyer, who had bought a half-dozen boxes for 20 bucks, opened it to discover Robert Bork's corpse. Robert had disappeared on December 22nd, 1996. He was 27. The woman and her son were going to take the stuff to their house and go through it there, Gonzalez said. But because of the way Bork acted, we were all real curious. So the son opened it here, right on the spot. Gonzalez said the odor was horrific, and her assistant manager immediately went to phone the police. The body was wrapped in 2 tarpaulins, blankets, and surrounded by sand, in a wardrobe box that was wrapped in thick plastic sheeting, but still, the smell. Shortly after, 31-year-old Darlene Bork was arrested for allegedly murdering her husband for having marital problems at the time of his disappearance. In fact, there were restraining orders on both sides, and divorce papers were being drawn up. Darlene pleaded not guilty in San Bernardino County. I still can't believe it, because the woman seemed like such a nice, upstanding person, said Gonzalez. She was very petite and attractive and always very polite. If pretty petite polite Darlene Bork hadn't fallen behind on her $25 payments, who knows how long she could have kept her dirty little secret under wraps. Number 2. Celebrity storage units part 2. Celebrity bankruptcies can turn out some pretty hot items in their storage units. Those in the know buyers often watch out for celebrity units, because who knows what valuable items might be inside. The resale value of certain memorabilia may reach the hundreds of thousands, maybe even millions. So when Michael Jackson found himself in the red in the late 90s, it's no surprise that some of these birds came swooping in to pick up the breadcrumbs. A company that the Jacksons owed money to discovered a storage unit chock full of Jackson family paraphernalia. They were able to collect on their debt through a bankruptcy sale of the items, which Michael tried to block. However, the company was able to move forward by buying the title, the estate's right, and interest in the subject property. However, after setting up a pay-for-access website in 2004 in Jackson's name, using his likeness and photographs of Jackson.
Michael was a good dude, man. I'm gonna be for real, I don't think those rumors were real. Like, I know he actually did, like, playing with children, but, like, as far as, like, the weird shit they debunked, I don't believe it. I don't know. I think Michael was a good dude. Like, I've seen interviews of him, bro. They treated him like so shit. Literally, they treated him so dog shit, bro. They were so disrespectful. I remember watching one interview of, like, this reporter, like, interviewing him, and, like, it just seemed so off, bro. Like, I feel like that's the thing, man. Like, Michael just seemed like I don't fucking know. He just, like,
said, alongside with additional copyrighted materials pulled from the bankruptcy sale, Jackson took them to court. However, with his legal team busy elsewhere in 2006, Jackson failed to prosecute, and so the case was dismissed. When Jackson passed away in 2009, his lawyers took the defendants to court after they attempted to cash in by building.
It's crazy too. I remember I was in my car, bro. Like, my mom was driving me. We got, like, I remember exactly, too. It was, like, after we got, like, McDonald's or whatever. I had, like, a snack wrap. And then we found out that he died. And I was like, damn, that shit's crazy. Bring back the snack wrap.
Building more pay-for-access websites, the court agreed that the bankruptcy sale did not transfer the rights or title of intellectual property. This personal property included unreleased audio recordings, though Jackson's debtors owned the rights to the tangible property, the cassette tapes. They did not own the rights to the intangible property, Jackson's music, so the debtors did not have the right to copy and distribute these tapes.
Michael.
Though his bankruptcy was not funny, Michael did get the last laugh. Before we get to number 1, my name is Chills and I hope you're enjoying the video so far. If you've ever been curious as to what I look like in real life, then follow me on Instagram at DylanIsChillinYT with underscores instead of spaces. I also have a Twitter at YT_chills where I post video updates. I'd really appreciate it if you followed me, and feel free to send me a DM if you have any questions or suggestions.
Send me a DM.
If you'd like to see more of these videos in the future, then hit that subscribe button because we upload new countdowns every Tuesday and Saturday. Number one, Bond, James Bond. A guy walks into a storage container. He buys the container for $100, and inside he finds
the fuck is that a DeLorean? What the fuck? Wait, that's not a DeLorean. That's a Deluxo from Fortnite. They copied that red glider from Fortnite. Right? That's a DeLorean from Fortnite, right? Nah, but on some real shit, bro. Like, when I used to have GTA on my PC, and not PC, fucking PlayStation, bro, because I had everything. I had literally everything in the game. No, I did not do hacks. No, I didn't do hacks. But, I had pretty much everything, dude. I remember every time I would drive my fucking goddamn Deluxo, bro, or my DeLorean, some fucker would some fucker on the oppressor would blow me up. Shit was so annoying.
The Lotus E Spirit submarine from the James Bond film The Spy Who Loved Me. No, this is not a joke. The Long Island contractor didn't know the container's contents, and when he and his brother threw the doors open, all they found was a giant lump sheeted over with blankets, but underneath the sheets was the shell of the realest white vehicle with a dented roof. The two hadn't seen the film in question, so they thought they had been suckered into buying junk, but others who were true blue James Bond fans told them that they had a mint on their hands. The Ian Fleming Foundation co-founder himself verified that the Lotus sub was authentic. Now the blue-collar worker is a near millionaire, as billionaire tech mogul Elon Musk purchased the Lotus E-Spirit on auction for $997,000, wanting to make the vehicle transform from roadster to submarine just like in the movies. It was amazing as a little kid in South Africa to watch James Bond in The Spy Who Loved Me drive his Lotus E-Spirit off a pier, press a button, and have it transform into a submarine underwater, Musk said in a statement. I was disappointed to learn that it actually can't transform. What I'm going to do is upgrade it with a Tesla electric powertrain and try to make it transform for real. Film fantasy to reality that seems like fantasy. There couldn't be a happier ending. Thanks for
well, guys, this video, hope you guys enjoyed it. Guys, which one of those mysterious things was the most creepy to you? You enjoy scary content, what scary features you need to do. I'll see you next one. Peace.
Extra large money.